This is the best movie I've ever watched in my entire life.
That's reaching though.
Bro,
I think, I
no.
think
Hey, what's up, guys? It's on the low here. We're back after like 10 million years, and we're gonna be ranking a bunch of superhero movies and TV shows, mostly movies, but we ended up adding a couple TV shows. So hope you enjoy. First
Agents of
off,
Shield.
Agents of Shield. All right, what do you think of it?
I've never watched it in my life.
I heard it's very popular and good, but I've
Yeah.
also never watched it, so I'm gonna put in never
See, I've
watched.
heard I heard it was really good. I just never watched it. I know there's a lot of parts in it. Like, do you say there's like Ghost Riders in it or some shit like
Yeah,
that?
Ghost Riders, and I think a bunch of like smaller like superheroes and stuff are in
Aren't
it.
Skrulls in it? Aren't Skrulls like the green alien dudes in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, like I said, I heard it was good, but I never watched it.
Hmm.
What is that one? The Spider-Man 4?
This is Spider-Man. I'll do Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man 1, and I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put this in good for now because
Oh,
let me explain. Let me explain.
okay.
So this has the lizard in it, right? The lizard is like a epic Spider-Man villain. He's sweet. I thought the movie was really good. It was a completely different style that we've never seen before, right?
Yeah.
So I just think it was really unique and it was a good movie, but I wouldn't say it was, very good or amazing or anything. But I really enjoyed myself watching it. What do you
See,
think?
I don't know. For me, like I haven't watched the movie. Like I think I did watch the movie when I was a little kid, like a long time ago. Like I shouldn't say a long time ago because I'm only like I'm young. You know what I mean? That isn't that long ago. But when I was a little kid, I watched this and I don't remember like anything. So I don't know. I'm just gonna hand it off to you. You can rank it however you want. So
All right, Brad.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Good,
keeping
good
it
it is.
good.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't remember anything about it.
Now,
Just to let you know, I don't think I
Spider-Man
watched that
2. Spider-Man 2. All right, this is not a good movie. I'll tell you that right now. Not a good
Yeah.
movie. It was trash. It has the best Spider-Man suit, though, but it freaking sucks, okay? I enjoy the Spider-Man, but I do not enjoy the movie. So I'm going to put it in... I'm going to put it in not so good. I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's the worst of the worst either.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. Yeah.
What do you
Like I
think?
said, same exact thing. I mean,
Same
I don't
thing.
know. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. What
Ant-Man and the
about...
Wasp?
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I have not watched it.
I've not watched it either. Okay, moving on.
Put it in worst
Ant-Man.
the worst.
Never
I
watched
say, you haven't watched
it. All right, the
Ant-Man
first
1.
Ant-Man. This was
I have not
actually a
watched it.
pretty good movie. I'm gonna put it in good because I don't think it's that memorable, but I also remember it as being good. So I think it
People
was
say it's
really funny.
good. People think it was really good. People think it was like super good, but I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched it either.
It's all right. It's pretty good. Not very good in my opinion. It was
Okay.
really funny. That's the best thing about it, I guess.
Aquaman.
Aquaman. All right.
I think that was it's decent. It was decent
I
for me. I don't
agree.
know.
It
It was
was
decent.
it
Wasn't
was
over the top.
like it was like a comic booky movie. Like it was just a comic book movie. Like there was no heart or anything in it, right? So it was just a decent movie, you know? It's like I don't feel a need to rewatch it every year because it's so good or anything like that. Like it was a
Yeah.
decent movie. Avengers. This is the first one?
Avengers.
Age
That
of
is
Ultron. This is
Ultron. That's
Age of
Ultron.
Ultron,
Yep.
yeah. So
Forgettable?
nah, I'm
Nah,
kidding. I'm
I like
kidding,
it.
bro. I'm kidding,
I'm
bro.
about to say. I'm about to
All right,
say.
I'm gonna put this in.
I really like the villain. I really like the villain in Age of Ultron. Like Ultron, like as a villain, I really liked him as a villain. Like they like made him super sweet. They made him cool. Like I really liked the movie. I don't think it was forgettable. I think it was pretty good. It was just very good.
I think it was very good, but I don't think it was amazing. And
Yeah,
it was
same.
also
Same.
like the stepping stones for like the MCU and like getting started and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, I would say it's very good, but I think that it has problems. The movie has problems, but
I think it
it's
drags
not
on.
the worst. You know,
What do you think? Do you think it drags on, or like what do you think?
I think the villain was kind of lame. I don't know. It was just like
I just think he was menacing, bro. He was menacing. Like he wasn't like, aha, I will defeat you, Avengers. He was like just so chill and like, yep, like I'm just Ultron. I'm gonna
mm,
kill everything.
it
Like,
was,
you know what I mean?
I think I
He was
here.
menacing.
I'll change my. I like the villain, but I don't like how basically the main villain was freaking the little robots that the alien made. Like that was like the main thing, and those robots freaking
Wait, what?
those robots killed those robots killed Quicksilver.
Quicksilver and
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like that was kind of stupid. Like I would prefer like
You just killed him off.
yeah, I prefer like a villain like Thanos where he's like actually menacing and he doesn't need an army even though he had an
He
army.
doesn't. Yeah, I was about to say he has an
He
army.
has an army, but he doesn't like necessarily need it, right?
Yeah,
Because
he's cool
the
himself.
villain is so good, right?
After Thanos wiped the universe, he just kind of did his own thing. He just kind of hung out and did his own
Yeah.
thing. He didn't need an army. He just kind of he like retired after that.
Yeah. He retired.
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, that was
That's
funny.
Endgame.
That was funny. Let's do Infinity War first.
Infinity War first. Yeah, I think that was
This
fun.
is a.
Well, actually, I don't know.
I'm gonna put it at amazing. I would put it at amazing because it's not as good as some other movies that I've seen, but
True,
it
true.
also was amazing. I loved every single second of it. I never found myself bored. Thanos was like super menacing, and it
Yeah,
was just
no,
awesome
Thanos was
seeing
sweet.
all. It was definitely the best out of all the Avenger movies for
Oh, yeah,
sure.
for sure.
And Endgame. This is the one after this one, and I'm gonna
I
put
wouldn't
it
put it
at.
there.
I'm gonna
Putting good. Putting good.
I'm gonna put it at good. So I remember vividly. So me and you were in the movie theater, right?
Mhm.
And I was just chilling,
Watching.
right? And it was so long. I remember looking around.
How long is
bored.
How long is the movie? Like 2 hours?
It was 3 hours. It was 3 hours long.
Jeez.
And I
Yeah.
remember looking around. It was like it was 3/4 of the way through the movie. I was looking around because I was bored. I don't know. I just got so bored of the movie. I've not rewatched it to this day. I don't know.
For me, like I think that this first half of the movie was like the drag on part. That was like it felt like one of those movies where it's like, oh, everything just goes right, everything goes right, and it's just like how it is. But the second half of the movie was sweet when everyone got together and they all fought Thanos' army. That was like so high. That gave
That
me
was
chills.
sweet, yeah.
I was like, dang, that was crazy when everyone got together, like the entire like Marvel, the Marvel franchise like got together. Man, that was heat. That was a sweet moment. But you know, the first half of the movie was so like it was just a drag for me. Like that's that I do agree on that. I just like I was asleep right at first. But the
Yeah.
second half was sweet.
Like I could have definitely fell asleep in the first half of the movie for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's the first Avengers.
Yeah, the very first Avengers. I'm gonna go with.
It's iconic. I think it's iconic. It was pretty iconic.
Iconic. I wish iconic was an option.
You can
but
rename it right now if you want. You can just rename it.
should I name this one iconic? Very good.
I wouldn't.
No.
You could probably put amazing as iconic. Maybe. Honestly, or you can make your own tier. You could probably add a tier. You know.
Nah, it's all good. It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
It doesn't.
All right.
Yeah.
All good.
I'm gonna put it at very good. No, where the heck did it go? This it went right here.
Oh yeah.
Which one? Very good, amazing. What do you think?
I think it was iconic, but I don't know. Like I think that the movie was sweet. I remember watching it in theaters too. It came out like 2012 or something, but I don't know. I think it was just very good. I don't know. For me, I couldn't put it on the same level as Infinity War.
Is this the one with the aliens and all this stuff
Yeah,
killing
the
everybody? Yeah, this is Loki. Loki ended up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the reason why they came, right? So
Yeah.
I think
Because he
it
had the
was.
Infinity Stone, and he was like, because Thanos like commanded him to attack like I said America, attack Earth.
Yeah, America. Yeah,
Attack
I think it
America.
was very good, but I don't think it's any better. Like it's definitely not on
Infinity War
Infinity
level.
War's level. All right, Batman
In
19.
my opinion, I'd probably that's kind of bold, but I'd probably put Infinity War masterpiece because that movie is just, like,
Really?
I don't think you think okay. Name one movie that's like as good as Infinity War. Name one movie.
Joker's better.
Oh, that's true. Joker's above. Joker's masterpiece, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh wait, no, yeah, never mind.
You said you wanted to move this up here, and I'm like, nah, Joker's up there. That's why we can't. Yeah. All right, so this Batman, this is the second
19
Batman, I think, with
The one with
Michael
Joker.
Keaton, with the Joker. I'm gonna put this at
I think
good.
it's good.
I think it's
I think
good.
it's good, yeah.
It's very like memorable. Like I remember a lot of the things about the movie. I thought Jack
remember
Nicholson
Joker
was
from
sweet.
that.
Yeah,
The bat of like acid or whatever. Remember that? That was sweet.
yeah. It's just very iconic and yeah, it's classic.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
movie's
movie.
sweet, bro. Okay, listen,
Oh
listen.
my god.
When I was a little kid, I watched this movie. Don't put that there. Don't put
Go
that there,
ahead.
bro.
Go ahead.
Listen.
I'm gonna leave it there until you explain. Okay.
All right, look. When I was a little kid, I didn't really like watch movies like how I watch them now. Like you know what I mean? I just watched them because like cool fighting scenes and stuff like that. So like watching that movie growing up with like it had like I think it had Bane in it, right? That had Bane and Mr. Freeze and a bunch of things. bunch of
Yeah,
characters.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just growing up, I thought that movie was sweet. I just found it sweet because like the fighting was sweet, the characters were sweet. Because I remember seeing Poison Ivy on them, and bro, I had a crush on Poison Ivy. She was fine.
Dude,
She
you're
was
right
fine. That
about
was another
that.
reason.
Right, you're right about that. But dude, it doesn't change the fact that this movie sucked. He pulls out a credit card. He's like, "I'm rich." That is cringe. All right,
Dude,
there's
it
no
was
way.
made in 1997.
No
Of
way.
course it literally says that. It said that in the movie club in
So,
1997.
yeah, 1997. Yeah, it's so. It
Now,
doesn't
watch
mean
that when I was
should
20.
doesn't mean it's.
Put it in
it's,
below average at least. Put it in
all right,
below
all
average
right.
at
I
least.
will for you.
Put it below average at least.
But in my opinion, it's the worst. The worst.
The worst the entire like superhero franchise of all time. Like
Yeah,
every
I
single
think it's
superhero
definitely worse than Amazing Spider-Man 2. 100%. 100%. But okay, I'll side with you. Okay.
movie. All right, got you.
All right. Now this is what Batman Begins.
I
Yes,
think so. Yeah.
Batman Begins. This is what
That
started
has
it all.
character, right?
Yes, Scarecrow. I'm gonna put this in very good. I would put this here.
It's forgettable for me. For me,
Forgettable?
No, listen. For me, I don't know. For me, I remember the old Batmans, like the trash old Batmans, over the newer Batmans. It's just how it is. I don't know why.
Dude,
I just like most of the new Batmans. I just don't really remember. They're all like kind of
Bruh.
hazy for me.
No, sir.
How it is.
No. All right. So this is an amazing movie, right? It was so good, right? I loved it in every moment of it. It was iconic. It was amazing. You just have never seen the movie, in my opinion.
I've seen the movie. I just don't remember anything. I just don't remember anything.
Maybe you weren't paying attention or something, but man, you should have been. So
Maybe.
where do you think I should move this?
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Okay,
where it is.
okay. All right, The Dark
Dark Knight.
Knight. This is even better.
Dark Knight. I heard Dark Knight was really good. I'm pretty sure Dark Knight
This
was
has
really
the
good.
Joker in it. This is like
Yeah.
a lot of people put this at masterpiece. It's like a lot of people's favorite movie of all time.
You think it's similar? You think it's on the same level as Infinity War?
That's kind of tough. I would say
Yeah.
no. I would say no. It's not.
Yeah.
I would put it at very good though. It was really, dude.
If there was a rank between amazing and very good, maybe there.
Yeah. So the Joker in it was amazing. He's not my favorite Joker though. We'll get to that. We'll get to my favorite Joker, but he was very good. He kind of carried the movie. It was really
Mhm.
good. All right, The Dark Knight Rises. This has Bane in it, right? This
Oh
is
yeah.
probably
the reason. Yeah.
this is good. I would say it's the worst out of all of them, but I still had fun watching it. It has Catwoman in it, who is played by what's her face? She's pretty
Forget her
hot.
name.
I forget her name, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I forget her name.
I'm gonna look her up real quick.
Oh, her, right? Yeah, I remember her now.
Yeah, she's bad. Anne Hathaway. Yeah, she's bad, but yeah, she was awesome as Catwoman.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Batman. That is the one with the Riddler, right? Riddler and Two-Face.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that movie a lot. I liked it a lot.
I would say
it was cheesy. It was cheesy, and like I said before, I watched all of them when I was a little kid. I watched all of them,
yeah.
and I just liked them growing up. So I'd probably put that in like good or very, they're not very good, but just good or decent for
All
me.
right. I completely disagree. I think it's better than this one right here, but I would put it in below
I
average.
think so too. Put in decent.
I
put in
would.
decent.
I'll put it in decent, but just so
Iconic,
everybody
man.
knows that it's below average in my opinion. All right,
Batman
Batman
Hood,
Under
that
the
is
Red Hood.
phenomenal.
Yes,
That's a masterpiece. That is a masterpiece.
masterpiece right here, dog.
100%. 100%.
This is probably the best animated movie I've ever seen.
Oh God. Listen. For me, I remember first watching this, and I remember seeing like Robin get like tortured by Joker, and then like usually how like all superhero movies and like how they all end usually they all end with like the hero saves the day, right? But like this movie just completely like Robin like dies, like, well, quote unquote, you think Robin dies. And I remember as a little kid watching this, my dad showed me this, and I remember being like, wow, like they killed Robin, like that's crazy, that is insane. Like I couldn't fathom that, like a superhero movie could do that. Like, they like killed off a player, and then like the backstory with like the Joker and Robin saying like, oh, like why don't you kill the Joker for? Because he kills more people, like that, like, you know what I mean? Like since the Joker, like he keeps the Joker alive, and Joker just kills people, and it's like, why don't you kill the Joker to stop him? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a really good like catch-22, like whatever you call it. Like that's one of those
Catch
like really
22.
good
Yeah, I think
like
that's
catch
right.
22.
Yeah. But dude, it was amazing. I
Phenomenal.
loved every single second of it. Just it like Red Hood is like one of my favorite characters of all time because of this movie, right?
Yeah.
It was just so good and I loved every single second of it.
Plus Mark Hamill as a Joker, just icing on the cake.
Mark
Like he's the
Hamill
best
was
Joker.
not the Joker, bruh.
He wasn't.
He was not.
Who was the voice actor of the Joker?
Joker voice actor under the red.
John DiMaggio.
Yeah, so
That
yes.
Joker, yeah. I remember when he killed the guy in his jail cell in that movie, and I was like, what? He like I think he put a pencil in his eye or some shit like that.
Yeah. I don't
I thought it was him. It sounded exactly like him though. I thought it was.
it sounded very similar, but it was not. Mark Hamill is the best Joker voice actor
Mark
as
Hamill
far
is
as I'm concerned though.
100%.
Yeah, but
The best actor is Joaquin Phoenix.
what oh yeah, for sure,
100%.
100%.
Where's Joker? We should just throw that up there right now. Throw that in the masterpiece right now.
Jared Leto, he's the worst Joker. He
Is that
kind
the Suicide Squad?
yeah, so
Yeah.
he kind of redeemed himself in the Snyder cut, which I cannot spoil to you, but he redeemed
haven't watched
himself in my opinion. Yes. He is still the worst Joker though.
Go to
But
just throw Joker up there right now. Throw Joker in masterpiece right now. We have to. I see it right,
okay, right here, bruh.
right there. Yeah, put that up there.
Boom.
No one
It's
can say anything, and no one can change up my mind at all.
this is the best movie I've ever watched in my entire life.
That's reaching though.
Bro,
I think
no.
it's insane though. It's phenomenal.
I have you ever watched a movie that affected you like the Joker did? Like
I
especially
remember
the
watching
scene.
it and being a changed man. I remember being like, holy shit. Like that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Have you ever had that
Watching that
experience
movie
in
theater.
any movie?
I don't think so, honestly. No.
Exactly.
Infinity War was up there. Infinity War was up there for me. I remember leaving the movie theater being like, wow, like Thanos killed Thanos killed half of the Avengers. That's insane.
See, I knew that they would all come back.
Same, I did too.
So
But Joker like doing that, bro, that's crazy.
yeah,
Joker like killing a dude on live TV, like oh my god,
dude,
insane.
that was nuts on
Like,
on
the
live
production-
TV. On
The production, everything was just so phenomenal.
yeah,
man.
and the
I don't know.
freaking like clapping just got louder and louder and louder, and the music got louder and
Yeah,
louder
he's
and
like,
louder.
"You get what you fucking deserve."
Yeah, dude,
Oh my god, that's crazy.
that was insane. It
I remember
made
like
me
jumping out of my
orgasm.
seat because I didn't like. I remember in the tension was building up and building up, and he
Yeah,
was like, "You get what you deserve," and he shoots him, and I remember jumping out of my seat, like
Yeah.
kind of like
we were like,
holy
oh,
shit.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
because we saw the movie, yeah.
yeah, we
That
saw
was
the
crazy.
movie together, and man, I
did.
remember, I remember, I looked over at you, and then I looked back at the screen, and I'm like, oh my god, like I was getting
What's about to
butterflies in my
happen?
stomach.
Yeah, I was getting like chills. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
And it was insane. I've never had an experience like that with any movie.
The scene where he was in the bathroom when he was like dancing in the bathroom like alone
Yeah.
and he was like the music playing.
Yeah.
That was such a dark, chilling like scene. I've never like experienced that. Like they could have just cut that out of the movie. They could have just cut that out, but no, they just decided to leave that in. And it's like why? But it's like it matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It like fits it perfectly. I don't know. I just something about it.
Yeah,
It's like really
the Joker is a masterpiece, and
100%.
it's my favorite. How is it not your favorite movie of all time? What is your favorite movie of all time?
I don't
then?
know. I don't have a favorite. That's the thing. I just don't have.
Is it in your top 5 at least?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, yeah.
100%, but I don't think it's my favorite. I don't know. I just can't pick favorites because it's like I feel like there's always a movie out there that's better. I don't know why.
Mm. What's better?
I don't know.
You know,
Maybe I haven't watched it yet. Maybe I haven't watched it yet. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
But, well, okay, fine.
From what
Fine,
I've
that's fair.
watched, probably Joker. From what I watched, probably Joker.
Okay, we can agree. Okay, yeah, the Joker, amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on.
That movie's
Alright.
sweet.
Yes.
That Batman movie with the Catwoman, bro. I had a crush on. Okay, so the scene where Catwoman got introduced, I remember it was like she came back into her like apartment or something like that, and she had a bunch of cats in her like house because she's like a crazy cat lady.
Mhm.
I think she just like went crazy or some shit. She like broke her glass, broke her like entire apartment down. I remember like seeing her in that latex suit, and I was like, oh my god. I was like a little 12-year-old kid. I was
Yeah,
like, oh
she
my
was
God.
bad. Yeah,
Fine. I was like, oh my god.
yeah. Didn't she like jump out of a window and like tried to kill herself or
Oh,
whatever?
yeah, she lived or something. somehow.
Yeah, like because she had like 9 lives. Yeah, that was sweet. But
Yeah.
I thought that was creepy when I was a kid, just watching her jump out of her window like on the concrete. I was like,
Yeah, she got
I
her
did not
whip,
like
too.
that.
She had like a whip and everything. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, she was definitely the best Catwoman so far. But Zoe
Yeah.
Kravitz, like the new Catwoman, I think is gonna, you know,
In what
top
movie?
her
The
in the
newest
new
movie?
Batman movie. The
Oh
new
yeah,
Batman movie.
yeah,
What I've seen from it so far. I think she'll be on top of this. But yeah, I think it was a very good movie, very iconic. A lot of
yeah.
people are gonna hate us for this. I know a lot of people
Dude,
don't
I don't
like
care.
Val
I don't care.
Kilmer. Yeah,
You just gotta get
yeah,
a better taste in music, man. Or music. What the hell? Movies.
yeah. I agree.
Batman v
Batman v
Superman.
Superman. Okay,
I think that was decent to below average.
okay. I disagree. So the the theater version was meh. It was not the best movie. Very forgettable. Not the best. But they have an ultimate edition version where it was just lit. Like it was just 10 times better. Like it was less. It was better paced. The story was more interesting. It was just. I would put that movie at good, but I would put this movie at decent. Okay, the theatrical version at decent. Okay,
Agree.
Birds of Prey.
Never
You've
watched it.
never seen this one. I have. It was
Rank,
very.
rank however you want.
It was very very forgettable. Okay, it was not the best movie, but it wasn't the worst movie. It was just like meh. Like it's kind of rewatchable, but not really. Like the story just it did not interest me like at all. Like I could have just closed the movie and then be fine with not watching it. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
So I think Black Panther is very good. I think it's at
Okay.
least very good. In my opinion, I really like the movie. I like the movie a lot. But the bad thing is, I feel like I forget a lot what happened because it's been a long time. The main thing I remember from the movie, it's gonna sound cringe, right? But I remember the soundtrack. The Black Panther soundtrack is sweet. Like I love it. Like it's like sometimes I like put it on because like Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, they're all on it, and
Oh
it's like, oh
man.
my god, it's such a really good soundtrack. It's a really good, and I the music in it, the music in the movie is good. Um, I know a lot of scenes in the movie are good. I just don't remember a lot because when did Black Panther come out?
Like 2015, maybe.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Hold up. Black Panther release. It came out in 2022. That's not right.
That's the second one.
That's not
That's the
right,
second one.
bro. I look up Black Panther and it brings up the second
Yeah,
one.
I was like, that hasn't came out yet.
Oh, it came out in 2018. That's crazy.
2018.
2018.
Wow, that was like yesterday.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago. It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
So, in my opinion, I watched it. It was kind of like I don't remember like a bunch of it, but I really liked Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. I thought he was sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, also, the guy. What's the guy's name who plays Black Panther?
he passed away.
What's his name?
I forget his name. He passed away. Though I remember that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I'm gonna look it up. I cannot not say his name because it's disrespectful. I feel like. Uh,
Chadwick Boseman.
yes, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second, real quick.
All right.
All right, I'm back. My bad.
Welcome back.
I'm back. I just took my shirt off. It's getting hot.
All right.
Alrighty.
Okay, so in my opinion, Black Panther was decent. Chadwick Boseman, it was a good movie, right? Killmonger was sweet, but Chadwick Boseman, what the heck is his last?
Boseman.
Boseman was fantastic. He was made for the role, and unfortunately
Yeah, he
he
was.
passed away, which is super sad because I was hoping we could see a lot more of his character.
Yeah,
But
for
it was a
sure.
good movie, great soundtrack, like you said. Yeah.
You want to even off and just put in good because you said decent. I said very good. You want to just even off put in good.
No, I think it's very good actually. I think it's
Yeah.
very good. Yeah. The CGI in it was trash though. Had
You think so?
terrible CGI. All right, Black Widow.
That's Black Widow.
I've
Yeah.
not seen it yet.
Me neither.
I've heard it's on the same tier as Captain America, the Winter Soldier though. Very
Yep.
similar to that. Blade. I've never watched
Blade
it.
One. I like Blade One. Blade One. I like the aesthetic. I like everything about it. I think I've seen all the Blades when I was like this is when I was like young. My parents would play it like while I was like a little kid. Like when I was like 7 years old or some shit. But like I remember it scaring me because this one I forget which Blade movie it was, but it was one of them had like this vampire who had like his face like opened up, his entire face like opened up into this giant teeth face thing, and it was like he was like the head of all the vampires or something like that, and like Blade was trying to kill him or something. But like the Blade One. I think Blade One is I think it's pretty good. I think it's just like good to very good.
Good to very good.
I think I think very good.
You think it's
I think
on the
very good.
same list as Avengers?
Yeah. No, I think
Okay.
it. No, actually, no. Okay, yeah, I changed my mind. I could put it good. I think it's good.
Okay.
For me, like I actually rewatched the Blade. I rewatched the Blade. Like usually I'll play YouTube videos or like I'll watch movies when I go to bed, and like I can't watch Blade without falling asleep. Not because it's the Blade, not because it's boring, just because I'm tired. Okay, just because I'm tired. Just because I'm tired. Blade is good. I'm telling you right now, Blade's good. I'm telling you.
But you fall asleep every time you watch it.
No, because I'm tired.
Okay. You're always tired?
Yep.
Okay.
When I go to
All right.
that's first
This
Avengers
is
or first
this
Captain
is the
America.
first one. Yes. This I love it. I love this movie. I think Chris Evans was perfect casting. I'm gonna put it in I would put it in very good. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll put him very good too.
Yeah,
I really like the movie too.
a lot of people say it's
Chris Evans is
meh.
perfect. He's perfect for Captain America.
Yeah, he was made for Captain America. He's just perfect. Blue eyes, blonde hair, perfect. You know.
Got brown hair. Oh no, he's got blonde hair. I'm down.
Yeah, blonde. But he was, you know, the movie was pretty good. I'm trying to remember what happens.
I just remember the first part where like he was like a little scrawny kid and he like gets like buff as shit. And I think
Yes.
who was the villain? Who was the villain in Captain America?
The Red Skull. Yeah, the Red Skull. Yeah, I
Oh
thought
yeah,
he was
that
pretty.
was a really sweet.
Yeah, I
a
thought
really
he was a
sweet
good villain. Yeah.
I remember at the end where I think he touches the Tesseract and he just dies like instantly.
Yeah.
He like touches it and he just explodes or some shit. I don't even know.
Yeah, and then he ended up going to the place where we saw him in Endgame to the.
Oh yeah, where
Yeah.
he was like I lead things to treasure that I cannot go to myself. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
and you have to have like a sacrifice where that's
Yeah,
when
the
Black
sacrifice
Widow dies. Yeah.
your loved one or whatever. Yeah,
Hmm.
and Gamora dies too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! If you're like 3 years late. to
Spoiler
Endgame.
alert. Yeah. This
That's
is the other Captain
Fantastic
America.
Four?
This is
Oh no,
the,
that's
it's the Winter
what
Soldier.
was
Yeah,
that?
Winter Soldier.
oh Winter Soldier. Okay,
I would put it at good because
I'm not
It's-
gonna lie. I don't remember anything from the movie. I don't remember a single thing.
I think it's forgettable, but I
Super
remember
forgettable.
it being good. Like I don't remember a lot of what happened, but him seeing Bucky, like his best friend Bucky, like in the 21st century was crazy. Like it was just crazy to see him die in the first one. Like, or we think that he's dead, and then he comes back and he's still like young, like Captain America, when he should be like 70 or 80 years old. Like
Yeah,
it was really sweet. So that I think
Yeah,
it's a good movie. Yeah.
for me, like I don't have like I forget like the entire movie that I just don't even like have an opinion. Like I literally just don't even know. I just just put in good, move on. Captain Marvel. Have you seen Captain Marvel?
I have not, but I've seen many
So
clips
I
and I have an
think
opinion.
You don't have an opinion. No, you don't. You don't
Yes,
have
I
an
do.
opinion.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's like decent to good. Like it's decent, hard decent for me because I didn't like I don't know. I just didn't. I just feel like it isn't over the top. It isn't like a over the top Marvel movie like how they usually do. It's very just it's just like that. You know, it's just that. That's how it seems. It's just kind of like that. Do you want me to like tell you like the plot and stuff like that? Explain it to you, unless you already know.
I think I already have I think I have knowledge of what happens in it.
Yeah,
But I think it's
I just feel
cool
like
how
the
it's in
plot
the
is very-
past, and we see a young Nick Fury. That's
And
like
then- yeah,
that's
how sweet.
yeah,
That
that's
was
the
sweet.
main reason why I would want to watch it. I've not seen it though, but that's like the main reason why I would want to watch it. But Captain Marvel as a character from the other movies, I have no interest in at all. I just don't care about her character, to be
I
honest.
just don't care.
Yeah.
Uninteresting. For me, I don't. Do you know how Nick Fury got his eye cut in his eye? He actually
The
shows
cat, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really thrown together. Like I was expecting some shit like, oh yeah, like Nick Fury, like I don't know, like Nick Fury got in this big fight with something, and it's just something silly. It's kind of
Yeah,
thrown together.
and
It's like okay,
In
whatever.
in either one of the Avengers or Iron Man movies, Nick Fury was like the last time I trusted somebody was when I lost my eye. So apparently he was talking about a cat. Like I thought that was just a letdown. Like he should have been like in a battle and like somebody
Like with
takes a
Thanos or
knife
some
to his
shit.
eye and then and he has to push keep fighting with a knife in his eye. Like that would be sweet. But a freaking cat.
Just like
I
you've already
mean,
made up
nah.
your story for Nick Fury. You already made up a story.
Yeah, like it would be sweet if like somebody stabbed him with a knife and he fights through the pain with a knife in his eye still. But nah, they just
kinda
had to
cold.
ruin it, bro, with a cat.
Like fucking cat, like mutant or something. All right, Civil War.
Civil
I
War.
like the thing about Civil War for me is I like the fight scene. I like the big fight scene with like Spider-Man, Ant-Man, and all them. That's all I like about it. I think it's
Yeah,
pretty forgettable. Pretty forgettable
this
for me.
this movie I really liked actually, but this is not a Captain America movie. This is an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
At no point where I was like, oh, this is a Captain America movie. Like, no, it's always been an Avenger movie
Wait, is
to
it
me.
called Captain America: Civil War?
Yes, This is Captain America
I
3.
thought it was called Avengers: Civil War.
No, it's Captain America Civil War.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
stupid. Oh
It
my
is.
god!
It's stupid.
I've always called it Avengers: Civil War. I've always called it that.
Wow. Yeah,
I'm
like
stupid.
yeah,
Holy shit.
it's dumb how it's the third Captain America movie. That's why I think Chris Evans got robbed of a third movie because
Yeah.
this is just another Avengers. But I really liked it, and they introduced oh my gosh, the voice crack. Uh, they introduced Spider-Man for the first time in the MCU, which is sweet.
Tom
and,
Holland.
Yeah,
Spider-Man, yeah.
and a lot of people never thought that it would happen, but then it did. And Tom Holland so far has been doing great. I can't wait to rank those movies. But yeah, it was in my opinion, it's very good, but very also forgettable.
Yeah, for me, for me, I remember seeing the trailer of Civil War and being like, "Dang!" Like, I remember when like he said "on the roost" and and then Spider-Man comes in and
And he
like
flips, yeah,
flips and gets his shield. I thought that was sweet. I was like, "Wow, they got Spider-Man in this."
yeah,
That was the main thing that made everyone like watch it. But like other than that, it was pretty forgettable.
yeah, dude.
Daredevil
We are 30 minutes in, and we're like halfway
doesn't
done.
feel like that at all. Doesn't feel like that at all.
Yeah. All right, Daredevil. I've not seen it, but I've heard it's like one of the best superhero TV shows of all time.
Yep, haven't seen it either.
Yeah. What is this?
That's the Legend of Tomorrow. DC Legends.
Oh
of
yeah,
Tomorrow.
Legends. It's a show about basically
it.
like third party like superheroes, right? Like there's no like main superheroes, right? It's just it has like
Bunch of
White-
mini ones. Like
it has White Canary, it has the Atom. Have you ever heard of the Atom? He's in the comics.
I think so.
He's basically
I think so.
Ant-Man, but in
Or DC.
yeah, and but I think it's forgettable. It's a TV show, but
I didn't know it existed until today. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
overall,
For me-
overall,
For
it
making this
was
tier list, I don't remember this at all. I just like now heard of this. So.
okay. What is this? I can't see.
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2.
Forgettable,
thought-
in my opinion.
I agree. I love
Forgettable.
Deadpool. Love the character of
Deadpool 1
Deadpool.
was funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Deadpool 2, yeah, for sure.
Deadpool 2. It was just very forgettable. It wasn't that interesting of a story, but you know, the guy who plays Deadpool, what's his face? What's his
Ryan
face?
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. He's magnificent. He was made for that role. And
for sure.
after Green Lantern, let me find this. Green
Oh
Lantern.
yeah, Green Lantern.
He deserved something to freaking make us forget about this awful movie, right?
Dude, no. Like I remember in Deadpool 1, I think he like made note of Green. Like I think the very end of Deadpool 1, he was like, "Oh, we don't want another Green Lantern." Like he made fun of himself. He, like,
Yeah,
made fun of
I
himself.
saw
I'm
that.
pretty Sure he did.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he did.
and
That was
also in the
hilarious.
post-credit scene of the second one, I believe, he actually goes into into the actual universe and kills Ryan Reynolds when he got the script for Green Lantern.
Oh yeah. I remember
Yes,
that.
yeah,
Made
that
fun
was
of-
hilarious.
That's
That was
hilarious, yeah.
that was top tier. That was top
Put that
tier.
in not so good to worst of the worst. I put
Yeah.
that in worst of the worst. This was
Worst the
terrible.
worst for sure.
Was
But as a
terrible.
kid, I liked it though. But
Same,
rewatching
same,
it, it's unwatchable, literally.
Same. I looked at it as a little kid because I like Green Lantern. And
Yeah.
I was hyped for the Green Lantern. I was hyped for the second one because of Sinestro's like teaser where like the Yellow Lantern thing. I was hyped for that because I was actually like big into Green Lantern stuff, like the Red Lanterns, the Green Lanterns, Yellow, like all them. Like I was
Yeah.
super into that, but it's like yeah, it was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
Like a lot of letdown. Yeah.
Yeah, and Deadpool, the original
Deadpool,
Deadpool. I would put it in. I would
Good.
put it in good. Yeah.
Just good. I don't know. I can't put him like very good, but it's good. It's just good.
Coming from a guy who wore a Deadpool hat every single day for forever,
Dude,
you think it's good?
I had the Deadpool comics growing up, so I mean, I read those. I like those a lot. Those are
You
like
like those better than the
From
movies?
the movie, yeah. I had a lot of comic books, dude. I had so many.
Mm,
Because
okay.
my dad was like, dude, I used to go to the comic book store with my dad, and we would literally get comic books for like it would be like a sale, it would be like, oh, get 20 comic books for like 50 cents or some shit like that. And I just like my dad would be like, all right, go pick out your comic books, and I would just do
Dang, really? I've
got
never
mine.
really
Yeah.
read comic books ever, but I
It was in
love the
the Deadpool
movies and
pretty
TV shows and cartoons.
I remember reading about Etrigan, the demon. I remember reading about like this one guy, Doctor Fate. I think he's like a DC hero. I had comic books of him. I had
Yeah.
comic books of like so many people.
Dang.
Like so, like yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah. Back on topic.
Yeah, not bad. A
Yeah.
little
No.
sidetrack.
No. 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 It's all good. We're having a conversation.
Really?
Deadpool is sweet, right? I thought it was good. It wasn't, the best, but it was very entertaining. Like I could rewatch this anytime ever. It's super
Yeah,
entertaining.
yeah, I agree.
But as far as like complexity of the story, it's nowhere near, Joker or Avengers or anything like
Yeah,
that.
it's just silly. It's just silly. It's more like a comedy. You know.
Yeah.
Doctor
This Doctor
Strange,
Strange.
amazing.
What
In
do
my
you think?
opinion, that was
Amazing?
amazing. 100%. That's bold, but amazing. I love Doctor
It's on the
Strange.
same level as
Yes,
Infinity War.
I
Okay.
love Doctor Strange. I
I
don't know.
thought
Something about it.
I thought some of the
Dormammu.
visuals were amazing. Like just the
One
visuals of
part
the
where
entire
the one part
movie.
where he was like he got like hit in his stomach and he like started going through like space and shit. That was
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
And I remember the Dormammu scene where he was like Dormammu, I'll come to bargain. He keeps dying over and over again. Like
Yeah.
that's a unique way to deal with a villain. People didn't like that. The people were like, oh, like I wanted a badass epic fight. But it's like, I mean,
Sometimes you just don't need a epic
don't
fight
need
like
to.
that,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought I
true.
thought it was a perfect movie for what they were trying to do, you know.
Hmm.
Okay,
That's
Fantastic
four.
Four, the original.
I don't remember any of it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna put it in forgettable. I agree,
Did that have
but
the Silver Surfer?
yes,
Or
it
is it
did.
another one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Um, it was very forgettable, but as a kid, I loved the movie just because I
Same.
wanted to be Johnny Storm, right? The dude who played Captain America, Chris Evans. Like he was the jockey, guy,
The
cocky,
jock.
yeah, the jock guy. And I just really thought he was cool and funny, and it was awesome that he could just fly and turn into fire. And
Yeah.
I wanted to be him, mainly also because of Avatar: The Last Airbender, because of firebenders and stuff, which that reminded me of
You
it.
just
But
obsessed with fire as a little kid.
yeah, it was just sweet.
You're
Yeah,
an arsonist
I'm a little arsonist. Yeah, I just burnt everything down.
or a fire maniac. Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
All right.
what's
Ghost
this
Rider
one?
2.
Ghost Rider.
I have
Yeah,
not only watched.
I've never watched. Well, I think I watched it, but I can't remember enough of it to say anything.
Ghost Rider 1's the same way for me. Like I think I've watched it. I just don't remember anything.
Yeah, it was.
I just remember his transformation scene where he's like on his bike and he like
Yeah.
turns into like small form and whatever. I thought that was sweet.
Like I cannot summarize
He's
either
big.
one of these movies, but all I
Same, I
remember
couldn't.
is thinking that he was awesome.
He's badass,
Yeah.
biker guy, skull guy with a flaming
Yes.
whip. Yeah, that was
Yes.
sweet.
Arrow. Arrow's another TV show.
I haven't watched it.
Arrow is very. I would put it. I would put it at good, right?
That is Volume 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I
Okay.
think.
Let's do
Is it?
the first one first.
First one, amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, I thought it was
Honestly,
hilarious.
hey, give it a few years, and if it ages well, that'd be a masterpiece. But I feel like now,
Really?
yeah, honestly, like I really like Guardians of
You
the
think
Galaxy.
you think it's better than Infinity War?
Dude, honestly, like I just liked everything about it. You know what I mean? I just liked I like it wasn't too long. It wasn't too like boring at some points. It's just there's so much stuff that's happening. I just love it. I just love it. One of my favorite ones so far.
Wow.
I remember one of my favorite ones. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. It was amazing, but I don't think it's a
You think I'm reaching? You
masterpiece.
think I'm reaching for that?
I think you're reaching a little bit. I think.
No. I said give it a few years to age. Like give it
Well,
age a few years.
I know. I just don't think it could ever beat Joker. I just don't. I just don't think it could.
Joker and Red Hood.
Yeah, I don't think it would be on that level.
Yeah,
But
it's understandable.
it
We have
was awesome.
Different opinions.
Yeah, these are my opinions. Yes,
These are our opinions. So
our opinions, brah. All
Volume
right.
2 is decent. Two below
Yeah,
average.
I'm gonna put
It
it.
was decent.
I'm gonna put it at decent. Yeah.
I think the
Very
villain was
forgettable.
yeah. No, I wasn't forgettable for me.
Mm.
I just didn't like the I don't know. The story was just kind of like for me. It was like, oh, Chris Pratt, fucking Star Lord finds his father, and then his father is like, oh, I'm part God or whatever, and it's like you can like I don't know. I just feel like it could have been like the villain could have been better. Like Ego, I think his name was Ego is the villain.
Yeah.
Just personally for me, I don't know. The villain didn't really like sit with me. I don't know. It didn't really sit.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know, it
mean,
could have been better. That's what I felt like. Could have been better.
yeah. It was funny though, but the first one is a million times better.
100%. Yeah.
Incredible Hulk.
honestly,
I loved
I
it as a
loved
little
it.
kid.
I loved it.
Yes, I
No one
would.
likes the movie. Literally, no one likes that movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at good, just because.
I'll put it decent, but that's my opinion. I put it in
Okay,
decent.
okay. Just because as a kid, yeah, it was just so entertaining to see Abomination in the
Hulk and
Hulk
like,
fight. And then that
yeah,
tree scene where he just knees the guy into the freaking tree. That was
yeah,
just it was just classic for me as a kid.
yeah. But like, no one likes a movie like today.
Yeah. And a lot of
Iron Man,
people disagree with us.
yeah, Iron Man 1.
Yes, Iron Man 1 right here.
I think I like the villain of Iron Man 1, like the dude who, like, I forget his name, like the old guy who gets in that huge suit. I think he like stole from Iron Man or something like that. I forget
Yeah.
the plot. It's been so long since I watched that movie, but
Hmm.
people would put that in amazing and masterpiece, but I just wouldn't. I'd put it in like
I would put
good
it
to very good, good to very
yeah.
good. It's
I would
classic.
put it in the middle, you know.
It's a classic for me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's
it's
pretty good.
classic. It's basically started everything, even though the technically the MCU started with the Hulk. But
Yeah,
yeah, it started literally everything in my opinion. Like without this movie, the MCU wouldn't exist. Um I thought it was funny when like I did not find the villain like menacing at all. I thought he was kind of funny because uh he was like Tony Stark built this thing with a box of scraps in a cave, and his top scientist couldn't even figure out how Tony Stark did it. I thought that was
yeah,
brilliant. How I just thought it was pretty good.
yeah.
All right.
Iron Man 2.
Yes, sir.
That's Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 for me is forgettable to below average.
I
It's
would
like
I would not
um,
go down there. I would say decent, but I wouldn't say forgettable or below average.
I think below average for me. That's how I think of it. I think
I
it was. I watched it one time when I was a little kid. I just didn't really like. Just didn't. I don't know. Just didn't really.
This is
Didn't
the
stick
dude
with me.
with the electrical things, right? Yeah,
It looked
yeah. Yeah.
forgettable.
I thought it was a good movie, but I don't think it was super memorable. But compared to the third Iron Man, this is much better. Like the third Iron
Iron Man
Man
3?
sucked. I hated the third Iron Man.
I never watched it.
Really? So
Nope.
it basically had these like super powered people, right? And they basically like became meta humans almost. Like they were like basically like X-Men almost. Like they had abilities like that. But it was just very forgettable. Like the villain was just not that good. I would say below average to forgettable, like in between here. But yeah,
Just
original Justice League. I'm gonna put
horrible. I
this
was
at
watching it.
worst. I'm gonna put this at worst of the worst, dude. So me and you watched it together. Um,
Did you think it was good before?
um, I thought when I first watched it, I was like, "Oh, that was really awesome!" Just because it was, you know, the Flash, Batman, Superman, Cyborg, and everybody I've always watched in cartoons. Like,
They
you
were
know,
fighting
I
each
saw
other.
them in live action, so that's why I thought it was awesome. But rewatching the movie, it's just, the pacing is so bad, and you know,
Drags on. It's
the
terrible.
villain is not good. Yeah, and
Yeah, it's like a little a nobody. The villain's legit a nobody. It's
yeah,
like some dumb dude.
Steppenwolf. Yeah,
It's literally like a villain. It's like a. Isn't it like a? It's like a
one of Steppenwolf's
helper.
mentions. Yeah, yeah, his what's it called?
Minions.
Minions. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But however, the
However,
Justice League Snyder Cut. You have not seen this, but I have, and I put this up here.
nah.
This is a masterpiece. Okay.
I've never seen it before, but like, don't explain me the plot, obviously. But like,
Yes, I won't. I'm
oh
gonna
no,
explain why I think it's a
I gotta
masterpiece.
watch it to see
Yeah,
that, man.
yeah, you gotta watch it. So,
If I watch this, not a masterpiece, man. I'm telling you right now, you gotta take this video down. This is
nah.
gonna redo the whole tier list.
So, this movie was it's 4 hours long. It's a long movie, but it did not feel like a movie, and the pacing was very good.
Longer
Like,
than Endgame.
yeah, it's longer than Endgame. It's 4 hours long. So, it is like they changed Steppenwolf's character. Like he's still the main bad guy, but they made him super like you almost feel bad for him. Like at the end of the movie, you're like, oh, like he's just trying to, you know, make peace.
Don't say
I'm not.
nothing.
This is not a spoiler, but he's like trying to make peace with Darkseid so he could be on Darkseid's side again, and but things happen,
He's like
and
the Thanos. He's like the Thanos of DC.
yeah, and things happen, and you end up feeling bad for the guy, and he's actually like a four-dimensional character, not four-dimensional, three-dimensional character that he's actually seems like a character instead of a CGI monster like in the OG Snyder or in the OG Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan. Have you ever watched this?
Nope, never watched it. Don't explain the plot to me though. Don't explain the plot.
All right, I'm gonna put this at amazing. It was the best X-Men universe movie of all time. I'll just leave it there.
Just leave it there, yeah.
Yeah. Loki
Loki?
TV show. Have you seen this one?
Nope, never seen
No.
that.
Okay.
A lot of shit I haven't seen on this.
I have watched Loki, and it was amazing. I would put it a very good, actually. It was very good. I'm not gonna spoil anything. It has like
I'll probably watch it.
8 to 13 episodes. Well, you're gonna watch it. You're gonna want to watch it because it's like
I'm going to watch it.
it's movie tier, dude. It's movie tier, legit. Like it's very big. Like it has big steps, like where the MCU is heading and stuff. I don't want to spoil anything else about it, but yeah.
Okay.
Man of Steel. You fell asleep during this one.
Man of Steel. I watched Man of Steel at my grandpa's house when I was like 13 or 14. Or
It came out in 2013, so probably around there.
Yeah, 14 when I was a little kid.
Yeah, so this movie was awesome, and Henry Cavill in it made me want to work out. Like I just saw his body, like, bruh.
You had a crush on him?
No homo, bruh, no homo. But like, this man was the most aesthetic man I've ever seen in my entire life, right? And I thought it was super entertaining. What?
You gained a boy crush for him?
Nah, bruh. Okay, so
You did.
you came over to my house and you watched the movie, and you laid on the bed, right? And you fell asleep like 3/4 of the way in. Explain why you fell asleep.
Bro, I don't think it was that. I could have sworn it was Aquaman, dude.
No, dude, no. I'm telling you right now. I know it was
I'm
Man
telling
of
you right now, I
Steel.
thought it was Aquaman. I'm telling you right now.
I was watching it while Zod was fighting Superman, right? And Superman was beating Zod, right? And I look at you, and you're dead asleep on the couch.
I already watched Man of Steel.
And I'm like, duh. Well, you said that you couldn't remember anything that happened, really.
I
And,
remember his part where he kills Zod as the first person.
he snaps his neck. Yeah.
He snaps his neck, and because like Zod was pushing his head towards like a family or some shit like that.
Yeah, and he had laser eyes.
I think it's decent to below average. I don't know.
I think I would say it's very good. It was just it's the best Superman movie that I've ever seen. Zack Snyder was very good. He also directed Watchmen, which we'll have to rank down here, which is yeah. But I will never forgive you for falling asleep. But I'm telling you, you fell asleep during this movie.
I think I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty sure I did.
Punisher, I've never seen the show.
Never seen either.
Yeah. But I've heard John Bernthal's sweet. He played Shane on The Walking Dead. I have no doubt that he made that character justice. Shazam.
I think that's below average to decent.
You think it's below average?
It isn't that good to me. It's kind of forgettable for me. I don't know.
It's forgettable, but I would say it's decent. Like it's a good. I think it's on the same level as Aquaman. Like in my opinion, like it's just the same. Like it's on the same tier. Like it's a good movie, but it's not great. You know, like I could rewatch it, but I don't necessarily want to. You know.
Do you think Iron Man 3 and Batman and Robin are the same tier?
Yes, I agree. Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Okay. Smallville. Have you ever watched any of Smallville?
Never seen Smallville.
Okay, Smallville is basically a TV show where Clark Kent.
Don't explain the plot. Just put it.
Clark Kent's growing up and it's in high school. That's all I gotta say. It's really good. Okay, it's very good. I'm gonna put it there. The Spider-Man movies.
That's one, right?
Oh yes, this is the first one.
That has Green Goblin and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
I remember seeing that movie as a little kid. Like I said before, like several other movies I've said this to. Don't remember anything about it. I remember Green Goblin looking weird as hell. He looked like, a green like iron suit on. Like it looked like Iron Man almost.
This movie is pretty outdated, but I think it also holds up at the same time. It's very entertaining, and I just love watching Peter Parker like climb buildings and just be awesome, basically, So I would put it at very good. Well, I'm gonna put it at good, right? I think it's on the same level as Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, the second
That's
one
two.
with Doc Ock, the octopus.
Oh, that's like very good and amazing.
Yeah, I would put it at amazing. A lot of
Iconic.
people put this as a masterpiece, like the best superhero of all movie of all time. And I almost
Yeah.
agree,
Oh
but
yeah, same. It's very
but
iconic.
yeah, it's very iconic.
Isn't Doc Ock's story like really like kind of sad? I forget. I think he was like, I think he was trying to save his daughter or something like that. It was kind of sad. Like at first you were like, oh, Doc Ock's evil, but it's like, oh, you realize that he's not really. He's kind of doing it for like
No, that's
his
Sandman dog.
daughter.
That's
All that.
Sandman dog.
That's what?
That's Sandman.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is Sam.
Doc Ock. He made the octopus arms, which ended up going against them, right? Like so the chip, like they ended up controlling him and changing his brain so he became a bad guy. But towards the end of the movie, he ended up dying in the ocean, right?
The reactor thing.
But he became a good guy at the end and saved everybody from his own mistakes, basically.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah, it was a great movie though.
Oh, that Spider-Man
Spider-Man
is
3.
very good to amazing. Very
Very
amazing.
dude.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think
A
it's amazing.
lot
Yeah.
of people disagree.
I don't give a fuck. I think that movie, for me, I don't know why that movie just sits well in my heart. Like I remember watching this movie as a little kid, like all the time. Like I'd watch this movie on repeat because I just love Sandman. I just love Venom. I like what's that dude's name? The Osborn, the Green.
Harry Osborn, yeah,
Harry
Harry, his
Osborn.
best friend.
I
Yeah,
remember seeing him and just thinking like I remember seeing the end where like the big Sandman comes into play. Just
yeah,
teaming with Venom. The Venom was kind of stupid. Like think watching the new Venom now and watching the old Venom back then. The old Venom looks stupid. Oh my god. But like I mean back then that's just how it was back then. You know what I mean? I just think this is very good and amazing. I don't care what anyone I don't care what anyone says. That
Okay.
movie's sweet.
I think that so the studio, right? Sony forced the director Sam Raimi to basically include all of these villains, right? So they were like, you have to have Venom, right? You have to have uh, Harry Osborn as the Green Goblin, right? So, but Sam Raimi didn't really want to do this because,
Yep.
the movie ended up being super, like, the pace of it was bad, and there was just so much happening towards the end that you're just, like, lost, right? So it's
Yep.
like, so I agree that this movie was good, but only if Sandman was the main guy, bad guy, because he was very, like, not relatable, but, like, very, like, just sad. Like you felt for him, right?
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
he was a very complex character, and then he ended up killing. He was the one who killed Uncle Ben too, so that
Mhm.
was even more interesting. So I think it had all the potential, but unfortunately the studio messed the whole movie up by adding Venom, in my opinion, which was not smart.
You think you should have just been Sandman or
Just
whatever?
Sandman and Harry,
Yeah, that would have been good.
yeah, and
That
then
is
maybe
true.
the Spider-Man 4 could have been Venom, but yeah. All right, Spider-Man
Far From Home.
Homecoming. Let's do Homecoming
No,
first.
Far From Home first. Far From Home was next, bro.
But Homecoming was the first movie.
I guess.
All right.
Homecoming is amazing. Not a masterpiece, but it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. I loved the
Great.
Vulture, dude.
Vulture, dude. I loved how they made the Vulture. Like the Vulture was a sub. He was like a sub villain. He was like a villain that was like no one really cared about. He's just kind of like one of those dumb villains that no one cares about. They turned him into like a super villain. They turned him into a super villain. Like they turned this
Yeah.
dude into like a crazy good villain. And the one part, do you remember that scene in Homecoming where
In the
his,
car.
in the car when he's like, oh,
Yes.
he's like, don't interfere with my business. I had chills, bro. I was like, jaw drop, bro.
And
I
he
was
put
like,
the
oh
gun
my
like
God.
on the passenger
On the
seat,
seat?
like on the seat, like
Yeah.
it was just so like sweet, like menacing. And
Yeah, he was like,
Tom
he was like,
Holland played that so good. Like he looked terrified, you know?
he looked horrified, yeah. And
Yeah.
then like he was like, just he said, I want to give you this one chance since you saved my daughter. I can never like what do you say? He says like something like, I'll never forget that or whatever. And like I don't know something like that. So he's like, just go. He said, go in there and give my daughter a good time or whatever like that. And
Yeah.
then that was so like, oh my God, that I remember first watching that and being like, holy shit, that was insane.
Yeah, and he never
That's-
stopped. And Spider-Man never stopped, right? Like he was like, okay, even though this guy is super menacing, I got to stop these guys. Like it
And the
was,
shocker like punched him in the
yeah,
school. Not
yeah,
in the school, like, outside because he
yeah, right
knew.
outside in the
Supposed to do.
bus places, the bus
But dude,
area.
you gotta think though, like from the Vulture's perspective, like he gained all of his power, he gained all of his stuff because Stark was like, "Oh, I'm rich and I'm like shitty, so I'm just gonna like drown out all these people who have jobs. I'm just gonna like replace them with my
Yeah,
workers."
and now
And like,
one of Stark's partners, right, Spider-Man, it's one of Stark's partners is trying to go against them. So he's like, dude, I don't know how like he didn't freaking hate Spider-Man enough to end up killing him.
yeah,
Because man, if I were him, I would legit hate Spider-Man. If I were in his
yeah,
position, which I
yeah, no,
couldn't, I
for
wouldn't
sure.
be, but it was a great movie.
For sure.
Far From Home.
Uh, I wouldn't say forgettable. That's like I would
I
say decent to good.
I would say yeah, I would agree, but also it's forgettable at the same
People think
time.
it's really good. People find this movie really good. I like Mysterio. Mysterio's a really good villain. I like the hallucinogenic scene where he was like Spider-Man was in this like thing and he was like he saw Stark dead. Like that was crazy. And then like
Yeah.
I remember the one part where he like acted like Nick Fury and he was like, "All right, like who'd you all tell?" And then he was like that ended up being in an illusion too. Like it was like an illusion in an illusion. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
I
But
thought it was really intense in some moments, but at the same time, like the movie had a lot of hype and it was a letdown for me. Like I watched it and I'm like, yeah, that was a good movie, but so much more could have happened. Like it's
that's true.
Mysterio, dude. It's like one of the top tier villains, right? But then
I
it's
think
just
he's pretty
meh.
good. I think Mysterio is a top tier. I think he was a solid villain in the movie though. I think he was solid. I always liked
It was
Mysterio.
solid, but the freaking first 3 quarters of the movie, he was a good guy. Like he was acting like a good guy, and
Yeah,
and Spider-Man trying to fight, the water demon and the fire demon and all them. It was really, in my opinion, it was just pointless after you find out that it was all fake and it was just drones
yeah,
causing it just so Mysterio could look like a good guy. I just thought that
yeah.
was a big letdown in my opinion, but it was still a decent to good movie.
I remember when he said Peter Parker's name on like live television, and like
Oh
everyone
yeah.
that was like groundbreaking. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it definitely set up the third movie to be amazing, which
Dude,
hopefully it
it's
is.
gonna have Venom in it too. Hopefully,
Yeah.
which is sweet. I hope.
Um
I hope, bro. That's
yeah,
gonna be.
which it seems like it will because Venom post credit scene,
He's
obviously.
like he's like Spider-Man. That's gonna be sweet, bro. That's gonna
Yeah,
be.
dude. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. Spider
Into
Verse.
the Spider Verse. I think that was. I don't know. That's. I think it's very good to good. I don't think
Okay,
it's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
I didn't really like Kingpin. Kingpin looks stupid. It just looks stupid.
He was
And
just a box.
I liked how Doctor Octopus was a girl. I liked that a lot. I
Yeah, yeah, me
I actually
too.
like that a lot. At first I was like Doctor Octopus is a girl. That's stupid. But then I'm like, well, that's actually kind of cool because it's like unique and it's also like it. I mean, it is also another universe. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
things are different in other universes. So I think it's really cool.
yeah, dude. The animation. I've never seen a cartoon with this. Oh, where'd it
It's almost like
go? Where'd it go?
it's in there. No,
Oh, it's
it's in
still
there.
there. Okay. Yeah.
You know,
So
I like how it's almost like stop motion. You know what I mean? That's how it feels.
yeah, I've never seen any cartoon ever as good as animation. As
Looks good.
good.
It looked hella good. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen any cartoon look as good as this did. Like it just looked amazing. But it is definitely not up here with Red Hood. Red Hood's the best
Oh, for
cartoon of all
sure.
time. Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Suicide Squad, forgettable.
Yeah, that was I honestly it wasn't forgivable for me, but it's not so good, honestly.
Not
Right
so
now,
good.
actually, I would put it below average.
You would put it below average.
Yeah, I
Mm,
don't think it's forgettable. I just think it's below average for
okay.
me. For me, it wasn't forgivable for me. It's just like I
Mm,
remember a lot of it, but I just don't like the Joker sucked.
yeah,
Fucking
Joker, terrible.
the things that saved it for me was like some of the villains, like Killer Croc and Harley Quinn are cool, but it's like there's a lot of forgettable like
There's a lot of cool characters, yeah, but yeah,
there's
there's
some
just
good ones
the
too. Like
storyline wasn't that interesting.
yeah, it was like, oh, these guys are being forced to like do this thing, otherwise they'll die, and it's like
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like Suicide Squad. You know what I mean?
yeah.
The second one probably felt a lot better. I've never
Dude,
seen the
this
second
one you've never seen it, but it's very. Oh my gosh, Austin freaking just texted me,
one. Put it
interrupting.
go on do not disturb. Just continue. Yeah.
It's all good. So basically, in this movie, I'm not gonna summarize it, but it's very grand. Like this has the same director as Guardians of the Galaxy,
Really?
And yeah, so
Didn't
it's
know that.
very grand, like it's very Guardians of the Galaxy type beat, right? I would say it's good, right? I think it's overrated. A lot of people love this movie. They're like, it's the best DC movie of all time, right? Um, I think it's good, in between good and very good. Overrated in my opinion, but definitely a must watch. You should definitely watch it. Um, Supergirl is terrible, below average. You've never seen that. I'm not going to talk too much about it. Um, the OG Superman movies, I'm just going to rate all these together. Um, have you ever watched any of the Superman movies?
No. I've never watched any old ones in my life.
So the
I've
first
watched this, but that's
couple,
about it.
yeah, the first couple were really good and they were awesome, right? They showed Superman's origin and all this, and but towards the end, like Superman 3 and 4 were just corny and terrible.
You think
So
so?
yeah,
You think if you watch it, you think it's rewatchable right now? You think you can go back and watch it right now?
definitely the first two movies are very rewatchable. Yes,
3 or 4 stupid.
yeah, 3 and 4 don't even give them a try. So I'm gonna say the first two movies are good, and then the second two movies are not so good. And then Superman Returns is actually a sequel to those movies, and it came out in 2006 with a new actor. I've actually been in arguments with this freaking actor
Yeah, on Instagram.
on Instagram about nothing.
That's crazy though. That's crazy how you responded to you though.
Yeah, he responded to me. I disagreed with him about something, and we had a little scuffle.
A
But
little bit of a
it was very forgettable, the movie, as far like nothing really happened in the movie, it seems like. But it was a forgettable, decent movie, I'd say. Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
The
so
Crow.
The Crow. So if you ask my dad, he would 100% put that in masterpiece. Like he loves The Crow.
Really?
I haven't. I watched. I remember watching The Crow. I think it was a really good movie when I watched it. I think it was like really good, like very good. But like I said, it's very hazy for me because it's like I just haven't really like. It's been a while since I even remember The Crow even existed. Like I remember like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I put it. I feel like I put it in like let me scroll real quick. I put it in good to very good. I knew the movie's
Okay.
really good. I knew the movie's like very good. Like I
Wow.
just know it is. Like I feel like we should watch that. We should 100% watch that.
Yeah, I've never seen it before, so I'm
Yeah,
down. I'm down to watch it. But after you watch Justice League Snyder
As a
Cut.
Justice League. Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose.
All right. This is
Falcon.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's a TV show. Well,
Never
it's
seen it.
not really a TV show. It's more of like an 8-part movie, like a 13-part movie basically. And in it, do you care if I spoil it?
I mean, don't. I mean,
I'm not summarizing it, but
we don't need. We don't need to. Yeah.
Falcon ends up being Captain America, and
He like,
yeah,
takes place.
yeah, and he gets a
That
new.
happens in Endgame, doesn't it? That happens in Endgame. He like Captain America's old as hell, and he like.
Well, he gives him the shield, but he doesn't become Captain America right away. So, yeah, he basically says, "No, I can't become Captain America. I can't because America doesn't need a black Captain America." So it gets political, which, but eventually
Cringe.
he's like, "Yes, I'm Captain America," and it's sweet. I love the suit and awesome. It was great.
The Flash.
The Flash.
Never watched it.
It was good, but the new season is the worst of the worst. So I'm gonna put it in below average. Well, yeah, I'll put it in below average just because the new seasons suck.
Yeah, my dad's watched Flash and Green Arrow. Like he's watched all of it. And he loves all of them. I just haven't even dabbled in that. I just don't feel like it. I
Mhm.
heard Green Arrow's like long as hell, and like long TV shows like that just like turn me off. I'm just like I just don't feel like watching all that.
Yes,
It's gotta
7
be like, it's gotta be a
seasons.
phenomenal show for me to watch, in my opinion. Or it's
Yeah.
like really
hmm
The Incredible.
The Incredibles.
Honestly, it's iconic. It's up there in my opinion.
It's very
Incredibles
good
up
in my
high.
opinion.
I think it's amazing.
It's amazing. Okay, I'll put it up there then.
It is amazing.
I'll put it up there.
Incredibles is very good. Is like a crime. I feel like it's just good. Like everyone loves Incredibles. Who doesn't like the Incredibles?
It's iconic and it's amazing, but
Like Jack, a little baby who like spits like breathes fire and like crazy shit like that.
actually, now that I think about it, yeah, you're definitely right. It's amazing because
Yeah,
there was no other like cartoon movie like this ever, and it's
Yeah,
like the
it's-
first of its kind, and it was just amazing.
yeah.
New Mutants,
I
I've
haven't
not
watched
seen, never watched.
Thor
Thor,
1.
what do you think?
I What happens in Thor? Oh, I remember what happens in Thor 1. I just remember now. So yeah, isn't it like the villain, like the big like destroyer guy, the dude with the big eye laser beam, like big robot, and like
That's
I think
Ultron,
he
right?
goes on he goes on Earth, right? He goes on Earth, and then like he can't think of his hammer. He's like bound to be a human, like a
Yeah,
normal
you
human.
can't. So
Yeah,
that was a cool
I think it was very
story.
good. I remember that movie
Yeah,
now. Yeah, it's
yeah,
very
me
good.
too.
I had to
It,
get a refresher. That's what I was talking about.
yeah,
I had to
I
refresh
need a
my mind.
refresher. Yeah, but
It's been a while since I watched that. I remember they fought. He fought Iron Man. I'm pretty sure. That's when he remember him fighting Iron Man.
I don't think that was in
I mean,
this movie. I think that was in.
no, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure
Are
it
you
was.
sure? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm 100% sure.
all right.
Dark World, forgettable to not so good.
I
That shit was
agree. It was
ass.
such a step down from the first one.
100%. Yeah. I remember watching that in theaters with my mom because we were like, "Oh, new Thor movie, awesome!" And then I remember just watching it and being like, just doesn't feel like Thor. It doesn't feel like it doesn't even feel like a superhero movie in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like it was Thor hanging out with these like mortal people, and he's just kind of like I guess I don't know. And he finds this weird. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just like not like
it's just
doesn't
not a
feel like Thor at
superhero
all.
movie, you know.
Doesn't feel like Thor at all.
Like
Just
I
yeah.
love grand movies, you know, like Justice League, Avengers, like they're so like grand.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
in that movie, like nothing seems like it's happening, you know?
He fights some dark elf dude in like another dimension, and it's like
Yeah,
that's it's like okay.
very
Ragnarok.
forgettable. Ragnarok.
I think it was below average.
I didn't finish it, but yes,
You didn't. It didn't really. Nothing really happens. Like that big fire guy, that big fire demon guy in the very beginning of the movie. He fights like the girl, the black. The what's that girl name? What's that
his
girl's name?
sister,
His sister,
yeah, his
Dark.
sister, and she broke Mjolnir, which
Yeah,
was crazy.
he broke his hammer. That was crazy. That was kind
Yeah,
of groundbreaking. And then yeah, he got that fire. At the very end of the movie is literally just like he gets a big fire demon guy to fight her, and that's about it. And it's just like I guess it's does Odin die in that movie? I forget. No,
uh,
Odin dies in the first or second movie. I'm pretty
no,
sure.
yeah, he died a long time ago, I think. All right,
Hmm.
Venom 1.
Venom one is just I like this. I honestly I like the CGI and I like how I like the villain. I like this Venom, but like I think it's like below average to decent because for me personally, I think that I've grown up my entire life knowing that Venom is a villain. Like he kills people. He's a menace. He kills people. He's Spider Man's villain. But like in this movie, he's like an anti-hero, like kind of like a comedy. Like oh comedy. Like I bite people's heads off. Ha ha ha. Laugh. I will kill things. Like it's like it doesn't feel like Venom at all for me. It's like I don't know. It's like a. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm very drawn on it. I feel like if there's more Venom movies coming out and it becomes normalized that Venom's like an anti-hero or whatever, I guess I could just get used to it and be fine with it. But like for now, it's like I just feel like Venom being an anti-hero just feels weird. It just feels weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like is a villain. Like I've I've only known of Venom from like the Spider-Man cartoons and stuff, and
Yeah,
he's clearly a villain in them.
yeah. He wants to kill people and shit,
Yeah,
and he's
but at
same.
the same time, I feel like he hasn't been in any like I haven't really seen the movies, but I know what happens in them, and I
Yeah,
know you
I like
know
Riot there. Riot was cool.
yeah, and
I kind of like how they had like their own like relationship. Like they like Venom knew Riot was stronger, and then like like the Riot symbiote was like super strong. He had like blades and stuff like that. I think because like that's true in the comics too. It's really cool.
yeah,
The
I
ending was kind of dumb though. Have you seen the ending? It's like he's in the rocket going away, and then Venom just kind of like blows up the rocket by like destroying the bottom of it or whatever. And
mm,
it's like he just insta kill. He just insta dies. Like Riot's stronger than Venom, but he just dies from that, I guess.
dang.
And
Yeah, I thought Venom looked perfect though. Like
it was
the way he
sweet.
looked was sweet. Yeah, it looked
That was
exactly like
remember
the
the trailer and
comics.
being like that shit is sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
hopefully when he sees Spider-Man, he turns
oh,
into a bad guy. Like I think
100%.
he
It was
will.
just
Yeah,
but I
100%.
remember, yeah, I remember like seeing this Venom, and then looking at the Spider-Man, like the old Spider-Man Venom. It's like such a weird, like, like, it looks stupid. Like the old Venom looks so stupid. But then,
Yeah,
but like back then,
yeah,
it's
for
just how it
sure.
was. Like, you just kind of used to that, I guess.
Yeah, I originally used to be terrified of that Venom, like with the teeth and all that. But then, like,
Yeah,
because I was a kid, but now I look back and it's like that's not intimidating at all. It just looks freaking dumb, you know?
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Let There Be Carnage. What do you
Below
think?
average,
Below average.
below
Got it.
average, below average. I do. You care if I talk about it a little bit? Do you care if I talk about it?
Go
I'm not
ahead.
gonna summarize it, but it's just like I
I
like
already
the
know
Venom.
that he dies and stuff at the end.
Yeah, I like the Venom Carnage because I mean, like, I have proof, right? I have a I don't feel. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. My brain's going like two different directions. I have a picture of Carnage. I was a little kid, and I remember going to this comic book guy, and he was like, "Yo, like, what do you want to draw? What do you want me to draw you for like $5?" And he drew me Carnage. I have a thing of Carnage, and it was signed in 2011. So I've been like Carnage for a while. I've been like him, but in this movie, he was so like it just felt like another Venom. He was a villain though, of course. He was a villain, but it's like I don't like how Venom is the anti sort of hero, and then Carnage is the villain. Like they're both villains. They both just fight each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They both should be known as villains, but I don't know. And I think there was not a lot of action. It was like Carnage. It was like one big fight of Carnage, and that's about. Oh no, actually no, that's it. There's two big fights. There's one big fight in the jail, and then like he was because he gets released from jail and kills like everyone, and then the one fight with Venom. That's literally it. It's just like I feel like there's none. There's not a lot of things that happen. It's like
Yeah. Dude, I feel like do you know what I wish happened? So there's a comic book story with Carnage and Venom where basically Carnage has a baby, right? And it makes like another symbiote, right?
yeah,
But Carnage was like, "Oh, I want to be the biggest one of them all. I want to be the strongest." So he
yeah.
wants to kill his own baby. So he goes to kill him, but Venom stops him. And
Carnage the baby. You said?
Carnage tries to kill the baby because he doesn't want the competition. But Venom, he's like, "No, this is your baby. You can't kill this guy." So Venom ends up fighting Carnage, but then the baby becomes like super strong and like stronger than both of them, and like he wants to kill everybody. So then basically Carnage and Venom team up to go against the baby, which I
Yeah.
thought that would have been a sweet thing to see on live. You know,
Who's the baby? Who is the baby?
Carnage's baby, like his baby symbiote from Carnage.
Carnage is Venom's
Like
baby.
Car
Technically.
maybe I don't
Oh, yeah,
remember. I don't
that's how it
remember.
is. That's how it is. Like that's like I remember I'm doing after watching Carnage, I watched a bunch of like videos on it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And like Venom is known as like the 998th generation of like the symbiote, and then
yeah.
Carnage is the 999th because he was like the offspring of Venom. Because like a little bit of Venom went into Cletus Cassidy, turned into Carnage,
Hmm.
turned him into Carnage through his blood, and then like you can still and even in the movie, Carnage is even like oh like I think they made a little like father son joke like a little bit like a little like nod to that because that's how it was. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. The movie's below average to fucking not so good in my opinion. I
Yeah.
watched it on a phone recording in a theater, so that wasn't any better.
Yeah.
That's my choice, though, but like I don't know. Still,
Yeah. All right.
WandaVision
WandaVision. It's a
never.
TV show just like Captain America: Civil War, or Captain Falcon and Winter
Falcon
Soldier.
and yeah,
I would put it on the same tier because it
it's
was
just
really
good.
good, but it was kind of a letdown as far as when the season ended. Like, do you care if I spoil it?
Sure. Just don't. Oh yeah, just sure.
Um, Basically, Vision is now back alive.
There's a human.
Like, as he's now White Vision, basically. So, and he has all the memories that he used to have. So, you know how he died in Endgame or Infinity War, one of the two? Yeah. So
Yeah,
now he's back as White Vision, and which is really sweet that he came
and just
back.
thing out of his head.
Yeah, but it was a kind of a cool concept because like for the show because every episode was like based on a TV show. Like the very first episode, it was like in black and white and it's supposed to be like a I Love Lucy like type thing. And then they had an Office episode where, you know, they would every so often like the Scarlet Witch would talk to the camera and be like, "Yeah, every day is kind of normal here," and blah blah blah. Which
Hmm.
that was kind of a cool concept, but overall it was just like it led up to nothing basically. It's like when you're listening to a song and it's like getting really good and like the bass is about to drop, but then it just
It just,
doesn't drop. It just stays there, you know?
and it just ends like that.
Yeah. So what I've
Watch.
never watched this.
I watched this when I was a little kid with my dad. My dad's obviously a huge comic book like superhero fan. He had like comic books, or he had comic books of the Watchmen. I'm pretty sure, but I think it's up there. It's up there with the Crow. I think it's up there with the Crow. Honestly, it's very good.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Zack Snyder directed that just like Man of Steel and Snyder
The
Cut and all this stuff too.
I just don't. I know it's bits and pieces of it, but I just know the movie's good. I just remember it being like really really good,
Mm.
like growing up watching it. But I don't have a lot of like memories of it, of course.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go back and watch a bunch of these movies that I've seen once when I was a kid, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
same.
completely change my like experience.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
true.
I'm like, oh, dude, I used to love this movie, but it's actually trash. You know?
Yeah, like the Hulk. We might like rewatch that and be like, this shit is horrible.
Yeah, I bet that will happen with the Hulk. Um,
Yeah, Wonder Woman one.
Wonder Woman. Let's do the first one first.
I think
Um,
Wonder Woman one is good.
I thought,
Two
yeah,
very good.
I thought it's
The villain.
right in between.
They should have had like a. They should have had a known. They should have had like a known villain for Wonder Woman. Like what is name a Wonder Woman villain? Like an
Uh,
iconic villain.
Cheetah. She was,
Cheetah.
yeah, she,
They should have had like an iconic villain instead of just like a god. Like
instead
they
of
use
Ares,
Ares
yeah.
as yeah.
And
The plot's a
Ares, and the
I
way
like the
Ares
plot.
looked was Like he had a mustache and stuff. It was just dumb.
He didn't look he. I feel like for Ares you gotta have like a big muscly like bulk guy, like a huge
Yeah,
muscly guy.
but he was
But
an
no, it's
old
just
guy
like
with a mustache. Yeah.
yeah. I feel like the villain in there was kind of, and the plot was pretty good though. The plot
Yeah,
was
the plot
alright.
was it was very entertaining. It was very
Yeah,
well balanced too. Like it
yeah,
didn't seem like too fast or too slow at all, you know.
yeah. I agree. I agree.
The second one,
You
you've
ever watched?
never watched
I've
this.
not watched
Okay, I'm going to explain the plot briefly. And
just
I
briefly.
want you to tell me if you think this is an interesting plot.
Okay.
So, there's a rock, right? And the rock gives a person ability, and it gives you an ability if you touch it to, or like absorb it or whatever, to basically control the universe. And so it was I'm gonna put it in very forgettable. Um, and and this dude took this rock.
You like this movie?
No, I thought it was very forgettable.
You liked? I thought you were like, we should watch that. It looks so good. I thought you were like, we should watch this. It's so good. I didn't know you didn't like it.
Well, I never said it. Maybe that was before I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I watched it.
Yeah.
It was just a letdown. Like this guy having this rock, basically ruined everything. Like he could just wish for anything and it would happen. Like it was just dumb, you know. And the
Mhm.
X-Men movies now. This is all the X-Men movies.
So I remember one of them. It was the one. It is a third one. The third one from the left.
Yeah,
That one with to do with you see the dude with the angel wings right there. I remember
yeah,
the scene. There's a scene in that movie, and I remember it was this dude with the angel wings, like I said, and he was like in the bathroom, and he was like plucking the wings out of his back, and his back was all bloody and stuff. And it was like scared me as a little kid. And like there was a scene at the very end of the movie where he like has his wings, and they're like broad, like he's an angel. I think his
yeah.
name's literally Angel, and
Hmm.
that's like all I remember.
Oh,
I
I
remember, I
was
remember stones flying
horrified.
around. I remember Magneto. Like I remember all that stuff.
I was
I just don't
horrified when he was plucking his wings off and his
remember
dad
that.
caught him. I was horrified. That was
Yeah, his
disgusting.
dad caught him. Yeah, his dad caught him, and he was like
Yeah,
crying and shit.
yeah,
That got me. I didn't think you watched those.
yeah. I've seen him, but
I remember Steve. She was fine, bro. I thought she was fine when I was a little kid.
which one, Jennifer Lawrence or the other one?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Um,
all these movies are so hazy for me. Like every single one of them.
yeah,
Now
me
I've not watched
too.
Apocalypse. I've never watched Apocalypse, so I don't know where to put them. Just like
Yeah,
never
I'm
watched.
gonna
I guess
put him. I'm gonna put him in.
I don't care where you put
I'm
them
gonna put
honestly.
him in Never Watch, to be honest, because
Because I've watched. I gotta
I've watched
I
them,
gotta
but they're
rewatch.
so like I was a kid basically, you know.
Yeah, I was a little kid watching them. That's great. We all watched. We both watched the same movies growing up. We probably just haven't even known.
I know.
But
All
yeah,
right, I'm gonna
that's
save
about it.
this. Yes,
About it.
that was
Yeah.
about it. Make sure if you guys want to try this tier list, then make sure to do that, and we'll take a look at them.
It's not really top heavy in my. Well, it kind of is because we obviously like. I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
like mid heavy, you know. It's like a
Very mid
block.
heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah, amazing has like I think it's pretty evenly balanced out.
yeah, me too. Everyone, have a great day. Thank you for enjoying our content. And On the Low is back forever.
Will it? Will it though?
Will it? Maybe. Possibly. Hopefully.
Maybe.
All right. See ya.